Okay, the next poem is I Take Pleasure in Knowing That I'm Not You, Part 1. I do not claim to know your state in the eyes of Allah, nor do I claim to know where you will go after you pass away. I do not claim to be better, nor do I claim to be worse. I do not claim guilt, nor do I claim innocence. I make no claims, but I must say that I do take pleasure in knowing that I'm not you. When you claim righteousness, sitting in your privileged chair, dictating your criticism of the Palestinian mother who loves her children unconditionally, in the midst of this conflict, which bears no future for them, I take pleasure in knowing that I'm not you, First Lady. When you claim free speech, standing at your Ivy League podium, exclaiming, free speech and democracy for all, with the exception of one-sided introductions that convolutes the minds of the young, leaving no chance for free rebuttal. I take pleasure in knowing that I'm not you, Columbia University president. When you claim democracy, parading our American youth as examples illustrating children do learn, failing to think, see, and understand beyond your tiny existence, creating nothing but a barren land of hate and destruction. I take pleasure in knowing that I'm not you, Mr. President. When you claim honesty, love, and compassion, I see nothing but darkness. Sitting in your privileged position, standing at your higher education podium, parading your American youthfulness, I can no longer take pleasure in knowing that I'm not you, because I am you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next we have Kim Joseph, who found her passion, her peace, and her voice through creative writing after her conversion to Islam in 2004. She discovered the poetess within herself through this writing workshop, Living Violence, Writing Violence, quite naturally and surprisingly. She is currently working full-time as a supervisor and a barista at Starbucks in Jackson Heights. Kim also works part-time as a group leader and tutor with SAYA, South Asian Youth Action, engaging and developing the South Asian youth in New York City. Kim is currently working on an anthology called Muslim Like Me and her memoir entitled Coming Out. Through her writing, Kim wishes to create a change in the way the world views Muslims. She also wishes to create a safe space, a community, and a voice for other converts like herself. Come on.
You cannot hear my voice if I do not speak right. Maybe I can't hear it either then. The sweet sound of my voice lifted up, open and free, in melody, left me wanting, until I didn't find myself there anymore. It has brought me here to this page, this moment, where words are like wings and the sound of my voice is many. The sweetest sound I now hear in the Quran pierces the air, still or sparkling, filling my soul with its profound beauty, my eyes with tears, again and again. It speaks for me in a language I do not know, yet my heart, it understands this voice clearly. Walk on by. I am standing, staring at my reflection in the mirror. I close my blue eyes, tie my blonde hair back, and breathe in the breeze just sent in. At least you have a nice face, my grandmother used to say. I choke on old memories as I wrap the soft blue scarf around my head and smile as I turn out the light. I take a deep breath and step outside, return a fake hello given by the man who sits solo. Wave and smile at the summer fruit stand man and smile as I walk on by. Walk on by and look away as the vision of me makes eyes stare stupidly. Walk on by as they shout, terrorist bitch, traitor, I don't like you. Walk on by as young girls and old women cross themselves as I pass. Walk on by as someone yells, Alleluia. I love Jesus. Walk on by as people sigh, roll their eyes, and say, good God, under their breath. I stop walking. Someone smiles, bows, and touches his right hand to his heart and says, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. And also upon you, I return and smile, then walk on by. I am lying awake, wrapped in darkness without dreams, remembering what was removed while I lie like this before. Only my neck numb and bright light covering me. No words of comfort did the doctor offer. Silent supplications, and my waiting husband console me. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-azim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. My body tense underneath these borrowed clothes worn by many before me. My hijab abandoned in the pocket of the red and white striped robe. Across the land of the free lies a land whose memories past tells a story kept secret from most. This was the place where paper was born, reuniting religion, philosophy, and medicine in enlightenment, while the outside world was wrapped in darkness. That darkness has now occupied this land, its fathers, mothers, and children. Paper, scripture, once marveled at, now defecated upon, in prison cells by those who say they want to free these people. Only now their limbs are scattered, severed, bodies left in an empty lot on the roadside, if lucky, buried in the earth. Freedom? These liberators have raped and sodomized our men and women's bodies, souls, left standing and shivering, not from the cold, in pajamas in the front yard, her hair blowing in the wind, slapping her soft skin, strands sticking to her tear-stained cheeks. Her neighbor looks down, wipes away his own tears. He never saw her without her abaya and hijab, without her dignity, her hayat. Raid after endless raid, killing their sanity, their safety, their sanctuary. The adhan resonates in the cusp of the early morning air. Chained, burned, and beat just for their belief, they wear uniforms of bright orange, handcuff bracelets of heavy silver, hooded heads that still prostrate in prayer. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. He left for work one day. He never came home. All is fair in love and war.